Yeah, their last practice is tomorrow. Did you know they're bowling on 4 patterns,
Yep.
but they only get to choose 5 balls to use on all 4 patterns?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how hard that would be?
No. Well, no.
Well, for me, without talent, like, it's hard.
Well, no, because remember they're going to bowl on that. It's going to be a little bit easier, but it's also going to be urethane.
For the most part. Well, the one kid didn't bring urethane. He's like, oh, I had a purple hammer, I didn't bring it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, because you can't use it.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can't use the 2015 and 16
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
But the new ones you can.
Yeah. Yeah, the black urethane. Just go with that.
Yeah. A little bit weaker, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I was stupid and went to a couple of events without my purple hammer. Like, that was dumb. Like, I can use it in regular events. I just can't use it on tour.
Right.
So, silly. Silly.
Yeah, I wish there'd be a way that just eliminate, there'd be a bowling ball out there to just eliminate those.
A bowling ball that's good enough to...
To eliminate the hammer.
They're trying. Like, they've got the news going. Like, they got the new Rattler not urethane, and they got the blue not urethane.
Right.
And they're okay. They're just not... They're not the same.
Right.
Because, like, the problem with the not urethane ones, what do you even call them? Like, they're reactive, but they're like super weak reactive.
Yeah, they're faux urethane.
Yeah. So when you put enough surface on them to get them to start early enough, it makes them puke because of the reactive in it.
Yeah.
So, but then if you don't put enough surface on it, then it makes them too quick downlane. So they're too whippy, and it's like, well. And when you do when you have the surface right, where you're like, ooh, I like this looks good,
right.
It lasts for 4 frames because those covers shine up so quick. They don't hold surface like urethane does. So it's tough. It's not easy to come up with something like that. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, there's just, like, the Motive ones are good. The tanks, the new tank, the new Rampage, or Rampage Pearl or whatever, that one's really good. The Black Hammer I haven't thrown it yet, but I see it. That's really good. But there's something different about the Brunswick urethane, or the Purple Hammer, or the new Black Hammer, those type. There's something different about them. There always has been, than any other company. I just, like, you got like the red U78 from Storm.
Right.
It's not. No, it's not good enough. It's not nearly as good as.
Yeah. Why does their urethane get to stay so much longer than my urethane?
Yeah, like, there's something about whatever mixture that they're using between the pearl that they put into it, because theirs is technically a pearl urethane.
Yeah.
Other companies have tried making pearl urethanes, and
they just can't. And it's funny that no one's defected, and no one's been able to,
nobody's been able to, like, reverse engineer whatever that Purple Hammer was and figure out what it was. Because by the time, I mean, it's not like you can melt it down and figure out what elements are in it.
No, it's got to be, there's the formula, the formula, and someone kept it a secret long enough that they've been able to figure it.
Still a secret.
I know.
I mean, Brunswick had to buy it when they bought out Ebonite.
Right.
So, and clearly the formula works because Brunswick was able to recreate it.
Right.
And not only did they recreate it, but they made it stronger.
Right. They made it even worse, better, depending on your perspective.
Yeah, they made it worse, better.
Worse, better.
Whichever way you want to look.
Well, that's because that's been my thing is I'm so tired of. They talk about it all the time, but you see it that every tournament turns into a urethane tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even worse now because they have urethane, maybe switch out, and then they go back.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's urethane on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the bowling balls that they want to sell.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why.
Well, I don't know. So they have the new PBA patterns coming out.
Yeah.
They got these new version ones you saw with the speed bump. Did you see the pattern?
Nope, I haven't seen any of the patterns.
I'll have to send it.
Well,
I only know the one. Well, they came out with a new bat pattern. And I haven't seen the numbers on it.
Yeah, but it's still on the Brunswick machines, right?
I think some are. I don't think Brunswick is being used on everything now.
Okay.
I think they're now, because like at the World Series, they used Kegel machines and Brunswick machines. So, but Dan put this pattern out for me. That's what was out there. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, where they put the downlane bump.
There's speed bumps.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them on this one. So this is the version 1.
Yep.
That's
4 years ago they did that.
But that like, from what I'm understanding, is that's their attempt at removing
the
urethane or making it not as prevalent. But where did we see that? That pattern was,
What it gets me is
yeah, like Urethane was out of play for the right. Nobody used
Yeah.
it at the event, at the regional. Well, that's not true. Mikey used it, but he's a 550 plus rev rate guy. He used
And
it in
that's
match
the-
play, but he didn't use it during qualifying.
right. That's
So, which is
that's,
fine.
yeah.
I don't mind seeing it in match play because people are trying to shut their angles down. They're trying to just stay further right, like whatever. That's great because now you get to break the lanes down. You do what you want.
Right.
But when you're using it in qualifying, which again is fine, but I think a lot of people are using it in qualifying as more of like a crutch than
Correct.
anything.
And that's what I think. I think it's more of it's used so much or so prevalent that I'm not that good, but I know if we do this, the scores will come down. They'll come down to me.
Mhm.
They don't let the guys that really are good bowlers rise as fast. They're trying to bring them down to everybody else, and I think it makes it boring.
Yeah, see, like before Urethane came back out, which was the times when I was way more competitive than I am now, it was about control. It was about being able to control your hand, reduce your rev rate, roll it forward, control the pocket. Those guys, when you're shooting, that's when 200 was a good game.